Man, let's talk about why getting old sucks. I was a kid once and I would look up to my dad and I would think, man, I can't wait to get older so I can, drive my own car, have some freedoms, go where I want. All the things as a kid you think are the pinnacle of being old. And as an older man, 36-year-old man, I kind of regret being old. So some would be like, man, you're young, bro. You're young. Well, it's all perspective. But I want to say getting old kind of sucks. And here's why. Reason number one is when you wake up, you probably thinking more about your past than your present or future. And we can listen to gurus all day talk about being present. But the fact is, the only reason they're talking about being present is because most of us are thinking about our past, the shit that we didn't do, the shit that we did do. And we're like, damn, we see this young 21, 20-year-old coming up. And we're like, man, I remember I was at that point. And you start to listen to what they have to say, and they're like smarter than you when you were younger. Their goals are a little better than yours when you're younger. They're not talking about trying to party. They're not talking about going and chasing girls. They got an idea for a business. And, this video is to speak on that because it's something we think about, getting old. And so, as we get older, we start to realize there's things that we do that we wish we didn't have to do. There's responsibilities like going to work that at the end of the day, I don't think most people want to go to work and do the certain work that they're doing. We got to go to the grocery store for ourselves. It just kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. And it's like getting old, bro. It's like we wanted a car and then we got the car. Now we got insurance. Now we got gas. Now we got to drive in traffic. We get those phone calls incoming and we got to answer them motherfuckers because it's a baby daddy, a baby mama, or a relative who needs your help. And you're like, man, I remember when I didn't have to worry about none of them calls. Well, I could just sit in the middle of the floor, grab my box of action figures, just dump them everywhere, have my homie come through, and we just play Imagine Wrestling with the action figures. G.I. Joe characters just shooting and, turn on the PlayStation, turn on the Super Nintendo and play some Zelda, play some NBA 2K. Like, those were the days, man. Now, I know there's a lot of gamers, adult gamers too, but I just feel like if I'm gaming now, I'm wasting a little time because I'm getting old. I look in the mirror, my hairline is non-existent. We gotta shave this joint off. So I'm thinking to myself, man, getting old sucks. But the universe works in mysterious ways. And there are pros to getting old, and the pro is that really at the end of the day, you can choose to do whatever the hell you want to do. Even if you got a job, you can wake up really when you want to. You can, if you don't want to work that job, you can quit and go somewhere else. I see grown ass men out here living in tents. I see grown ass men doing whatever they want to do. And there's always going to be some negative effects that may come from them actions, but to have that choice as an old man, it's kind of dope. It's kind of cool. It's kind of dope to have them old man choices. I think another thing being an old man, you start to realize that nobody's coming to save you. You got to save yourself. You got to get up. You got to get it or not get it. It's really up to you. And that's power for sure. So all I'm saying is this. Eventually we all will get old and there will come a time where you think and feel that getting old sucks.